Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Find out.
Find out about what?
Hinges.
Refresh my memory. Hinges are my legal middle name.
I got the number. I was looking for those extended throw hinges, the 5x8 hinges.
All right.
I talked to Jess. I gave you one number, but that was the lubed bearing. I mean, and then I called Jess and told her that a ball bearing one would be good too, as long as it would as long as it would take the weight. It's not like it's a dirty environment.
I have no prior memory of our conversation. She told me that you're building a gate, 4 to 5 foot. I'm assuming wide. On a 2x4 frame, and it's 100 pounds.
Yeah. It can't be much more than that. Yeah.
Okay. And you're looking at 5x8 hinges. Okay. So what? So what?
I wanted them long like that, so I could bolt, the far end of that hinge to the brackets or the frame of this thing.
Okay.
I mean, I could weld on extensions too, but I figured as long as they made these things, I could abracadabra, I'd be done. And it was like, I think there was a BB 5014.
Sure there is. Absolutely.
I'm driving the, now I looked at your website, and I mean, those things are $190 a piece, and the lubed ones are $2-something.
But you're asking, you walk into the Ferrari dealer, like, why the hell is this $250,000? You're literally asking for the Ferrari of hinges.
Yeah.
It's heavyweight, and it's that 4 in the part number that really causes trouble.
What is that?
Well, it's a wide throw hinge. I mean, it's a heavyweight hinge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to go back to. Now, when I talked to you, you were looking for. I thought you were going to look for alternatives to like the $200 hinge. I mean, I can't spend like $500 on hinges for.
I sure could have said that. But it's okay. So let's. I just don't recall. So what's causing trouble is the size. The size is going to make it costly. The heavyweight's going to make it costly. At 100 pounds, I would think there's no reason to have a heavyweight hinge.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to go back to the drawing board.
It's just because it's a really light door, and plus you got a 5-inch tall hinge.
Okay. What would you? How much weight would you need for a heavyweight hinge? Is 200 pounds?
Well, when you have a wide throw, none of the same math applies.
I suppose all the physics. Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with a heavyweight wide throw. It's just you're really driving the cost up. In standard circumstances, that door is going to be north of 150 pounds, or it's going to be wider than 3.0. I'm telling people, you want heavyweight, and you want a 5-inch tall hinge. But that would be like with a 5 by 4.5 when you're just doing a standard hinge. But is the width 4 or 5 foot?
Oh no. A foot, 8 inches.
You want to put hinges like this on a 5-foot tall panel that's only about a foot wide?
Well, yeah. I didn't want it to sag at all. That's what I was worried about. That's what
wide,
the problem is now.
Yeah, but that weight is going to be so vertical. I wouldn't really worry about it. But why do you need 8-inch wide? That way I could get onto some of the other. Well, I was thinking I could get onto some of the other. I could get a bolt or a screw into one side of the frame,
And then on the cross piece, I could get yet another one right away. I could get two holding that up.
So you're.
I mean, that was my thinking. I mean, I thought there were $200 for a pair of hinges or 3 hinges. Yeah, I could do that
each.
then. But,
no, that's the each
yeah.
price. So,
yeah, exactly. That's kind of what changed everything.
In addition to the 4 holes that will come in the hinge, you want to drill extra holes?
I was gonna, yeah. Just to make it more sturdy.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, the textbook is going to tell.
I mean,
the textbook is going to tell me this is a 4.5 by 4.5 inch hinge, standard weight, $12 a hinge. I would probably put 3 of them on there if I was going to do just a standard weight hinge. But 100 pounds, that's like eating donuts at
it's nothing, is it?
Waiting for a bus. That's easy. For that, I can do that all day long. There's just nothing that's driving the weight. And so the 8-inch wide, unless you have a reason to take those tiny panels and turn them out 180 degrees, and you need to clear a wall condition, there'd be zero reason to have 8-inch wide. It's not heavy. It's not wide. And if you're going to go to 90 degrees or 110 degrees, there ain't no reason to have 8-inch. So you could go with, like a 4.5. You could go with a 4.5 heavyweight. That would, if you did a couple of 4.5 heavyweight hinges, I would be confident with two per door, and they would be about $30 a hinge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like the way to go.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to email me some photographs of what you're doing, I'll look at it possibly from a different perspective, but I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, I don't have it. I haven't started it. I haven't started anything because I don't know if I could get hinges.
Oh, yeah.
One last question. Actually, all of this makes a lot more sense. What's the difference between the loop bearing and the ball bearing thing for a heavy duty hinge?
Yeah, the loop
bearing. Is there a better one?
Yeah, loop bearing is, according to Bomber, it is a more efficient design where the way I understand it in my, hot dog eating, level of mechanical engineering.
Yeah, well, that's me. Yeah.
So there's the science between a ball bearing and some synthetic stuff that Bomber's got going. The synthetic stuff is superior to ball bearings. So if you get some high-tech plastic between the bearing surfaces and those LB, the loop bearing hinges, they're going to be about 20% better at doing the job of reducing friction. It's also cool because it's a 3-knuckle hinge because it is a cleaner look. It's a cleaner look to have a 3-knuckle hinge versus 5-knuckle. At the end of the day, your application doesn't call for it weight-wise, and I'm thinking you're not a Manhattan-based design firm, so 3 versus 5-knuckle. No. So it's a clean-looking hinge. It's really nice. I would prefer three-barrel, but it's going to drive the cost up, and it may not be necessary to artificially drive the cost up.
No, you're not even going to see it, really.
See?
I mean, I'm going to paint it black to match everything.
Yeah, well, what's cool about if you're going to paint them, I stock satin chrome or stainless steel. What you would want to do, you could order Bomber hinges, even though they'll be more costly than previously quoted, just for the standard hinge, but they'll do it in a black finish. Oh, you know what? So
chrome. That's what I was just going with that's primered one, just to keep the cost down. But I mean, chrome or satin or what. It's not like you're going to be looking at them. It's not a piece of furniture. It's just to open and close this bar, so there's extra spot at the bar at this place.
I literally have heavyweight 4.5 inch hinges sitting here in stainless steel. They're satin chrome. So I mean, if you just you're not going to go wrong with that.
And those are 3-knuckle or
A 5-knuckle, typical 5-knuckle construction.
Oh. I'll have to go back on the website then. What is the
Jess
number?
Gave me your email. I'll email you a link to it.
The email is jrmiller.court, COURT, @yahoo.com.
Yes, sir.
I'm driving down the road when I'm talking to you. Sorry about that. But I couldn't. I didn't want to pass up the phone call.
So
actually, a lot of everything you said makes sense. Yeah, I mean, even if the thing's 200 pounds, that's still pretty light. I mean, compared to some of these hospital doors, what they're making that stuff for, right?
Well, if your door was going to be 200 pounds, I would do 3 hinges on it, and I might be tempted to soldier stack the top 2. Because 70% of the door weight is borne by that top hinge. And like if no one's going to see it, I'd soldier stack the top 2. 5-inch down,
I like that.
put one.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Haha. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm excited again. If you email that, if you could email that, I'll have to look through that stuff. Do you have all that stuff in stock? Or it'll say that right on the website?
It will. The hinge that I've emailed you a link to, I've got them sitting here. They would ship out immediately.
And you got 3 of them?
I've got 42 of them.
That's perfect.
And they're $10 each.
Oh.
So
yeah.
It's going to be hard to go wrong.
There's a big difference there. Yep. Okay. And are those Bulmer hinges?
No, they're not. No, they're not, because we don't stock the Bomber hinge. I could do Bomber. There will be a lead time involved.
About how? Well, okay. Last question. I mean, the $10 hinges. If I was worried about sag, just that it won't sag to hit the latch on the other side, is that something to worry about? If you soldier stack the hinges?
No, not at all. Bomber makes an excellent hinge. The hinge that I've emailed you a link on is going to meet the same criteria. There would be, just because it's a $10 hinge does not mean that it's inferior in terms of its
I have to ask. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a great question.
Sounds good.
You should not have a problem. This is going to be low frequency use. You should not have a problem for, I'm just going to say decades.
Years.
You shouldn't have a problem for decades.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
You betcha.
And I'll go.
We'll be around.
Well, yeah. Thanks for your help. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Oh, yeah.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program.